For us, if we get somebody to, being on the phone, just capture or see what we're doing and then throw their phone away and approach our piece, we cannot really achieve our goal. We just get them to engage to the real world. So that's why we really don't give importance to the technology, because it would be just get them like lose their phones to go and focus on something else. That's not the point. The point is actually to lose their phones to really be present.
Our purpose probably is to hide technology and try to show just the interactive part. So people, they have just to live the experience and just don't think about technology. They don't have to care about technology. They just to live the experience and try to discover the objects, try to understand how it works, and it's something like a loop, a continuous feedback. And in this way, I mean, this is the learning process, no? That everyone has with a school or with normal objects in life. So we try to push in this direction.
What do you want people to feel? How would you feel in that situation? And then from there grow the idea, or at least I want people to feel like overwhelmed or feel happy or feel connected or feel in a way that they actually have no words to describe it, right? They've never seen anything like it before, and they just feel something inside and don't know what that is. That's the kind of stuff that I usually go for. It's like, oh, and I think, if I saw something like this, it would just feel so cool, because you have no words to describe it, right? So that's the work that we do, right? Like, different artists work in different ways and they want to do different things. So, but what we like doing is that just create a work that there's no words to describe it.
I think it's important at the same time to be very curious about different things, and I find that creativity is just a connection that you can do between different things. You can just find a nice way to move an object in a different way to respect other ideas, right? And you can do this just with knowledge. So knowledge is try to be curious and try to know how stuff works, and try to understand processes. So it's knowledge at the final, but then you have to use this knowledge in a creative way. So try to find a different approach and to build stuff and to use technology.
I feel like real knowledge comes through experience, and then you can watch a YouTube video about a cloud, right? But it's not, and then you think you know what it feels like, but it's not until you actually walk under the cloud and see how, light reflects on all the sides and the texture of it and stuff like that. You actually have experience and then really have the knowledge to then be able to do something else, or just be inspired to something else, or just have a better understanding of like the 3D space in the real world, right? One thing is just to watch something and it makes it feel that but sometimes when we actually see the real thing, is so different from what you had imagined, right? So we make stuff that you have to experience to really learn. They're really simple ideas that we start experimenting with, and they just grow into something bigger. And I think a lot of it is also just about trying to, or not trying to, but it's being also a kid at heart, and then imagining the things that I would like to see. Like, I would actually be under all these inflatable clouds, because I think it would be really neat. And then we start with that idea, and then we build them and we try it and we test them, and then it kind of feels the way you expect them to feel.
I mean, technology is important for us too, because we have to use lots of technology and we have to know lots of technology to do this. But probably we can achieve something very simple, just control complexity, control lots of technology, and the final, we don't want to show this technology, we want to just show the experience and try people live this experience.
It wasn't like, oh, we have this cool piece of technology, how can we use it? It's more like, okay, we have this cool idea, how are we going to make it work? And then we explore all different ways of making it work. So it's really, the technology is like, that's what we need. We just need it, because otherwise it would be hard to detect people in the space. But that's all it is.
I was thinking to ask, to take this question to to Michelangelo, for example, right? So what do you use to achieve this beautiful statue, right? That's crazy, but just a hammer, probably, right, and some few tools, but probably something related to the use of technology. I mean, nowadays we are using lots of technology, so we know lots of stuff, no? So, oh, I know the camera, I know how to use the phone, so I'm curious, no? Probably you are using technology that I know, right, in your installation.
Like if somebody's enjoying a smoothie, the last thing you want them to do is to try to find out what kind of blender they use, right? They just want you to be there. Like for the person that makes the smoothie, like when you see they're smiling and they're like, you know, they're really enjoying the flavor. That's it, right? And then if they're curious and want to see what kind of blender you use, how did you make it, so like that, that's interesting too.
Exactly.
But the main goal is just to get them to enjoy the piece.